All right, and we're back. Today we're going to see if this seat is going to work on my Street Glide. So first thing we got to do, I got to take off the tour pack, get some room over here to set it on the ground on the blanket, and we'll go from there. So first order of business, I got to get it unlatched. There we go. And then we'll work this back and set her on the ground. Very good. So that can go there. All right, next order of business, we got to pull out the backrest pad. This actually will not work with the CVO seat. There we go. This will not work with the CVO seat because that uses a bad boy style backrest. That's the type that's required and needed for the CVO seat. But we're going to try the seat and just see what we got. Test fit, make sure everything's okay. And then I can hunt down a backrest for it if I like this seat. Some of you may remember that I had a CVO seat on here, but the first gen, 14 to 16 style. That seat was not very comfortable for me. Supposedly the newer CVO seats on the 2024s and up is a slightly different beast, and it's supposed to be more padding, more comfort. So we're going to find out once we see what we can do here. All right. Sure, this is going to have some rust on it. As they, they poke through the fender. So slow process. I don't feel like bringing out my drill and zipping it out, which I could do real easy, but we're not going to do that. So again, they get a little bit rust through the seat. So I might put a little anti-seize on that going back together. Probably would be wise. All right, so now remember, this is a do-it-yourself heater in here. So I got to be careful. Now slide it back, lift it up, and unplug the harness that I made for it. Here we go, and that just sits under there. So here is my heated seat. There you go. One of these days I'll post that how-to. It's just a pictorial. It's before I started actually doing videos. All right. Next order of business, I got to take off the backrest mount. So we'll do that next. What we got here? Let me put a pair of gloves on because I don't want to grab the suede of this new seat. I don't want to grab the suede and get some grease on it, or road grime from these what you call it. So, all right, let's see. So I don't have my. Let's see what I got. I'm trying to remember what size we got here. Is this ½ inch, I think. No, 7/16. I don't believe it's metric. 7/16, 7/16, and then was this one half? Yeah, that one was half. I knew there was a ½ inch on there. All right, so let's take the 7/16 first, because they just bolt to the fender. They don't have to be. There's no like. Oh, come on. Damn thing's not working. This is a carriage bolt. These are bolt through. So these actually are mounted to the fender. They stay on the fender. That's one. And we'll get two. Make sure we're recording here okay. Yep, very good. So we'll get these all first. You can see these strips. So these strips are, if you decide to run the solo seat, that are on the back fender. Here, I think you can see them in this video the way I'm recording it. But right here. So these are a separate purchase that you have to make if you want to run a CVO seat. Okay. So I bought them when I had the first CVO seat because occasionally I did run it solo. And the way this is designed, it's easy to run solo. All right, that's the 7/16. We'll get the 1/2 inch out with the carriage bolt. It's going to be this one down here. Let me move my harness. Oh, yeah, okay. This is supposed to have a lock on it, and obviously it's not locking. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. Too cold, baby? Like I said, we've had the winter from hell here, and I'll tell you what, it has been terrible. It has been the absolute worst winter that I can remember, and I've been in New Jersey pretty much all my life. And it's, when I say it's been bad, it's been bad. Not only length of snow, like we've had snow before, but it was that cold. Oh my God, the cold that we had was just unreal. It was the worst, like 8 weeks of 30 degrees or under. We got maybe 150-degree day in that period. All right, so that's the backrest mount. Again, very easy to come apart. I think I did a video on how to mount one of these, so you guys will have that. Okay, so this should be able to stay here. And I don't think I have to remove that. We'll see if I got to remove that for the solo part. We'll find out in a brief instant. Take these gloves off. Again, I don't want to get any road grind fingerprints on the suede on the seat, because this seat is really nice. So let's see what we got here. So here we go. This has to go up under. Well, easier said than done. Come on. There it goes. Again, the seat's brand new, so I got to get some leverage to get it to go into place. All right, look at that. That fits right on. Look at that. Okay, so now let me get the special nuts, because these nuts are also retainers for the pillion when you put it on. So what you have is you run this on, okay, and then your pillion fits in that slot. I believe I've shown that before too. Let's see what we got here. Hold this down while we get this started. They put a nice little, like a, I can't even think of what it's called. Like a curtain, I guess you want to say, where the other style CVO didn't have this. You could just reach in. So this you got to push back in order to get on there, to get to where the nuts got to go. All right, let's see. Now we got this one down. On this down, I'll have to get a open end for this. Just to snug it down. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to kill it. You know guys, like you know what I always tell you, you don't have to kill the damn thing. Just snug them. So I'm walking each one down a little at a time because it is plastic now. The seat on the 14 to 16 CVO, maybe later, I believe that was a piece of metal that they had stuck on the back, but don't quote me. Come on. All right, now, let's see what we got in the way of a wrench. Where is my adjustable? One of these days I'm going to sort these tools out to make my life a little easier. What day that's going to be, I'll never tell you. I think 3/4. Let me see what I got here. Ooh, bigger than that. Holy moly. Okie dokie. I know I got bigger ones, but... Yes, I'm clanging wrenches over here because I'm doing my normal... trying to find what the hell I need. I can't even think. Is that 15/16 nuts? No, what's between? See, I'm losing it. What is between 13/16? 13/16? That sounds about right. There we go. I said 15/16 because again, I tell you guys all the time I'm getting old. I don't think some of you believe me, but I am. Okay. So just snug. Again, you don't need to kill them. That's it. Snug enough. Because like I said, it's plastic. You don't want to rip the plastic. All right, so the next order of business is going to be the pillion. And now I'll show you the view here. All right, let me see if I can zoom in. Come on. All right, so the pillion locks into these slots right here, and then, of course, into your fender. So let's see what we got for that. Again, they did change these. They're definitely a nice-looking setup. Okay. So it's supposed to come over, if I remember right. There we go. Look at that. And what you do is you push it on, and you pull it this way a little bit, because it has like a notch that locks in. Okay? So we're going to see, definitely, the pillion is definitely a lot nicer than the older style. This, again, this is a 2024 and up. So now, we're going to put a little anti-seize on this bolt here for the seat screw. Not a lot, because you know how anti-seize, this crap gets all over the place. But we want to put that there just to start it. That's good. And we'll run that down. There we go. Nice. Put the anti-seize on there. Because like I said, if you look through this fender from the bottom, you could see that it is exposed, the screw. Snug. Good enough. So there you go. That's a 2024 and up CVO seat on a 2016 Street Glide Special, and it does bolt right on. So that's one of the things we were wondering, so wonder no more. It bolts right on completely, and that pillion is going to be much more comfortable for my passenger, in particular my wife, who said she wants to start riding again. So we're going to see. So there you go. That's a nice looking seat. So now the key is going to be, got my key. The key is going to be, do I have the key? Yes, because I don't want to trigger my alarm. And let's see how it feels sitting on it. Come on. Get this cover out of the way. All right, let's see what we got. Try to do this without kicking the new seat. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice. So we'll see how that feels on the bottom. It does have a little bit of lumbar support, not that much. For a long trip, I would either need to put the heated seat, or I have a Road King classic seat that I own too for this bike that can work with the backrest, or I'm going to need a Bad Boys backrest for this, because I do need to be able to lean back with my low back, how my low back is, how bad it is. So, but again, that looks good. I like it. Let me see how it's going to look with the tour pack back on. Definitely bigger than the what you call it. Get this lined up here. Come on. There we go. Definitely bigger and fatter than the 2014 up pillion. So, like I said, that was a little too low slung. It was not very comfortable. Turn it out of the way. Come on. Try to get this latch in place here. There's one. There's two. Locked. Antenna. All right, very good. Let me plug in my light. I did a custom light on this too, and that's another write-up that I never got around to posting. I did a custom Dynamics, one of the thin lights, and I made my own harness. to plug in and out, and it works freaking awesome. So much light on the back of this bike, and that's why I did it. So, all right, well, there you go. So that's how it looks. There you go with the tour pack. I think my passengers will be happy with that. So again, I'm going to look for a probably Bad Boys backrest. I sold the one I had, probably shouldn't have. So we'll see if we can pick one up, and then I can throw that on and we'll test out this new seat. If this works and works well, I will probably, I don't know, maybe heat it. I have different heat kits sitting in the house still. I could probably heat that seat. And then the only other thing you got to worry about is here. Okay, this is exposed. So I'm going to have to see if they make a longer dashboard or if I can come up with some kind of adapter just to cover that. You know, I could get a piece of metal, like sheet metal, bend it to fit up in here, and then just throw some black vinyl on it just to fill that gap. Because they did change, you know, the shape of the tank on the newer ones. So, but there it is. So we're going to test it. And once I'm done testing, I'll let you guys know how it works out. But just sitting on it, it like the 14 to 16, when you sat on it, you sat lower on the seat. Okay? And again, it was not a comfortable ride at all. And it wasn't an aftermarket. It was a genuine Harley CVO seat. Cost me $600 when I bought it. And I put a few rides on it, and it was uncomfortable. Again, it was like you were sitting on maybe an inch of padding. This is definitely thicker. When I just sat on it, I could see how my feet are. My feet are off the ground the same as it is with the stock Streetlet seat. So, again, you know, all I can do is test it and let you guys know. Again, I like to be the guinea pig. And, you know, the way I always find deals, I paid $200 for that, complete. So if I don't like it, if it's uncomfortable, I know I can get my $200 back. Again, I'm the guinea pig for it. If it works, great. If it doesn't feel good, great, I'll get my money back. I haven't tied a lot of money up in it. So that's all we can do is go from there. All right, with that said, I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be, because again, our snow is melting, but they're calling for another storm. Anywhere from 1 inch to 5 inches. How the hell do you have a job where you predict snow 1 inches to 5 inches? Because we don't know. Well, it's only a couple days away, and they can't give me any kind of accurate. So that's why I haven't put the snowblower back up in the corner. It's sitting by the door in case I need it again. So, all right, in any case, with that said, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Again, if one of my videos help you out, there should be a Ko-fi, K-O-F-I link for my autistic son in the description of the page and in the video if he's got it done yet. Please consider a donation, again, if one of my videos helped you out. And if they don't help you out, is what it is. You know? All right. See you guys in the next video.